You might have noticed the missing bushes around the CFA, but did you notice what else is missing from maintenance?
Or maybe you've noticed something missing from your vehicle. We've discovered one simple rule that will protect your car against theft.
And instead of helping you lose weight, your favorite diet drink could be doing the opposite. Those stories, plus a Crow Falls adventure and much more.
Hello, welcome to Hanover Headlines, where we bring you the latest news on Hanover College's campus. I'm Flavia Barbosa.
And I'm Carson Bailey, straight from the CFA studio to your cable network and internet device. Hanover Headlines brings you information that could affect our students, faculty, staff, and community. First up, rundown buildings, heaters that clank, and stained carpet. Cuts into the maintenance department may be causing visible problems around Hanover's campus. Reporter Kara Hoskins sat down with Director of Operations Scott Klein to find out why.
Hanover College prides itself in being one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. Chipping paint, landscape destruction, and trash around campus may be putting that reputation on the line. Hanover College's Director of Operations, Scott Klein, leads a hardworking staff of maintenance, grounds, and housekeeping employees who've taken a hit from recent budget cuts. Last year alone, 4 staff members were let go, taking with them their years of experience.
With the addition of Lynn Hall last year and the stadium, we're adding square footage, but we're not adding staff to maintain those.
The beautiful landscape on campus is something appreciated by everybody. Suddenly, outside of Hanover buildings like Wiley and the CFA, bushes are being cut down. Students are wondering why.
It's a safety issue for students who are in basement rooms. It's a safety issue at nighttime sometimes when these bushes get to be overgrown and people can hide in them.
With around 3,000 work orders each year, Klein has to prioritize repairs. This often leads to student complaints about work not being done in a timely manner.
Right now at Ogle Center, we have the air conditioning down in the conference room. We've got a meeting scheduled for Monday. We have to order a part. It's $2,000 or $3,000 repair once we get the parts, and that happens continually. We'll have a piece of machinery, air conditioning or heating go down. It's a $4,000 or $5,000 repair. It's not budgeted, so we have to not do something else.
Although the maintenance department seems to have a hefty budget of $3.6 million, the actual amount they're able to spend on repairs may surprise you.
So at the end of the day, I've got about $990,000 to spend on 850,000 square feet. So it's about $1 a square foot.
Staff and students love Hanover's campus. It's everyone's job to keep it looking beautiful, not just the maintenance crews. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Kara Hoskins.
You may believe that your car is safe and secure at this very moment, but without the proper precautions, you could soon be a victim of theft. Valdemar Engel talks to the head of Hanover Security to give you advice on keeping your car safe.
Within 24 hours on a sunny day in April, 7 cars were broken into on Hanover College's campus. Stolen items included a MacBook Pro, sunglasses, and fireworks. These cars were scattered through parking lots outside of Cathman Parker Hall and behind the Dugan Library. However, Head of Security Jim Hickerson encourages students to still feel safe.
For us to keep everybody safe and have a safe environment, which I think we do, we just appreciate any help that we can get. If you see something unusual, call us so we can come and check it out.
Students can help by contacting campus security if they see suspicious activity. You can call at 7999 or use any of the 11 emergency phones on campus. You can also call Hanover Police at 2648. All of the cars that were broken into were not locked or had the windows down. Some of the students, like Austin Butler, had first-hand experience with owning a car that was broken into.
I loaned my car to my friend about a month ago, and he forgot to lock it, so when I went to go out and check my car, most of my possessions were stolen from my vehicle.
You know, one of the things that occurs is people don't lock their cars and they leave valuables in plain view, and that's the contributing factor.
The easiest way to keep your car safe from criminals? Make it difficult for them. Roll up your windows and lock it. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Valdemar Engel.
Students at Hanover College complain about the lack of healthy options in the UGG. The general manager of Sodexo talked to us about the future of healthy food in the UGG. What he says may astonish you. Now, Ivy Stevens will show us what's really going on.
At Hanover College, the two main dining options are the Campus Center and the Underground, or UGG for short. But when the CC closes, the student's only option is to eat in the UGG.
I feel like there's more healthier options in the CC, more choices for foods that are better for my body. UGG could have less fried foods. It seems like everything down there is fried. Healthier options are definitely limited.
The Underground is geared more towards fast food, which trades health for availability. The head of dining services, Toby Hulling, will elaborate on the UGG's healthier options.
That's an area that we need to do a little bit better job. I think some of the students are asking for those healthy selections, and we're certainly looking into that.
Those healthier options aren't always covered in your meal swipes, as student Zoe Higgins explains.
Some healthier things that aren't on declining, so maybe as a meal swipe, because I feel like if I want something healthy, I have to pay $9 for it, and I don't want to do that.
Our policy on a lot of that is it's a retail program. To be able to do that with our swipe program, the amount of money that we get for the swipes really does not cover the cost of the products. So some of those things, even some of the swipes now, we're actually not losing, or we're losing money.
Despite the UGG losing money, the students still feel like there could be some improvements.
I would like to see it change some more, definitely more healthy stuff. Maybe not so much the pizza.
I like a lot of wraps, so that would be good.
But when asked what kind of healthy food the UGG could serve, Toby only had this to say.
Well, I certainly would like to hear from the students, though. We like to hear their feedback. We want to know, particularly with the Underground.
Many students at Hanover College would like healthier options than the UGG. Sodexo has heard these requests and would love to accommodate everyone. This fall, they may be incorporating a burrito bar and a salad bar. If you have any other requests, please let them know. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Ivy Stevens.
What you drink for lunch might not be as healthy as you'd think. What many people believe is healthy may be the polar opposite. Hannah Taylor brings us the story for a new study that could change your choice of beverage.
Choosing diet soda based upon supposed health benefits, but diet sodas may not be as beneficial as we are led to believe. Recent studies suggest that the ingredients in diet soda may be leading to weight gain, especially if you drink diet soda on a daily basis, like Hanover College employee Dawn Bruce.
I start out with a Polar Pop every morning, and then at lunch I'll get another Diet Coke, and then I'll have probably 2 or 3 drinks in the evening.
You know what you get when you drink a regular soda, but a diet one may be more deceiving. Particularly those diet sodas that contain certain artificial sugars. These beverages may be tricking you, as many Hanover students studying nutrition are well aware of, like Danny, a Hanover College KIP major.
There's this thing called aspartame, and aspartame is like a fake sugar, and it's not a healthy sugar, obviously, because it's fake, and it doesn't go with the body well, so it makes you gain weight.
The waistlines of the people drinking diet soda are 4 times larger than those drinking regular soda, according to a study published by the American Geriatric Society. Artificial sweeteners like those found in Diet Pepsi and other diet sodas change your hormone and chemical balance. According to another study conducted by the Weizmann Institute of Science, this change causes you to have more of an appetite after drinking diet sodas.
The fake sugar actually makes me have more of an appetite, so
chips and other snacks may be more appealing after having that diet soda for lunch.
Your best option for a sugarless, non-caloric drink? Water. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Hannah Taylor.
A new chapter at Hanover College is revealed. You can now see President Sue DeWine's official portrait. On Friday afternoon, Sue DeWine and Board of Trustees Chair Mark Levitt unveiled the work. The oil on linen painting was created by Washington artist Michelle Washford. It's a college tradition that when a president retires, their portrait hangs atop the CC fireplace. DeWine thanked her husband, Mike DeWine, who called her rock during her time as president.
And while I'm proud of what we've accomplished, it's not my accomplishment. It is everybody in this room. It is the faculty who deliver a quality education. It is the staff who take students under their wing. It's the students who create an environment that they love and they create. It's the alumni and friends who give back in so many different ways. That's really what makes this college great.
The Board of Trustees gave President DeWine a Toyota Avalon as a departing gift. President DeWine's portrait will hang in the CC until the next president retires. Lake Lambert takes over in July.
After the portrait unveiling ceremony, the entire campus was invited to her retirement party. Hanover College's faculty, staff, and students came together to celebrate Sue DeWine's legacy as president. Barbecue and entertainment were provided for the picnic at the Point. President DeWine received gifts as a thank you for her time here. One of these gifts was from an alumni and students. A book with collective stories of some of the students' favorite memories of Sue DeWine.
And what I quickly realized was a common theme throughout all of them, which was thank you for being a mother, being a mentor, for being there for me. Talk.
The sunny afternoon in May term made for a perfect party setting. With the retirement of President DeWine, a new chapter for Hanover College is beginning. All the presidential festivities add to the many end-of-the-year activities this spring term. May is one of the most enjoyable times at Hanover College. However, it could be changing. Spring term is at risk of becoming less relaxed. Carson Bailey tells us about the impact of some of new laws.
When students think of spring term, they often think of having fun in the quad. They set up events for derby days, wiffle ball tournaments, and other outdoor activities. But the beloved spring term might be changing. Standards from the Department of Education are beginning to require proof that Hanover is fulfilling 6 hours 40 minutes of coursework every day during spring term, and not all classes currently meet this expectation. The general rule of thumb is that students should study 2 hours for every 1 hour in class. Freshman Autumn Kimla spends 2 hours in class and also tells us about how much she studies outside of class.
3 hours probably a day.
That's only 5 hours a day, 2 hours less than the requirement. Other students may not take it as seriously. Senior Jacob Bendel uses his time differently.
I would say about 10 hours a day in the library, on BuzzFeed.
Teacher expectations are more aligned with the Department of Education. Professors like Sarah Vossmeyer share their opinion on this 6.75 hour standard.
Well, sure, that's not unreasonable. In May term, we have an entire year, an entire term's worth of class to spend in 1 month.
These changes could impact how much free time spring term includes. However, this less structured time may not be a bad thing. As Hanover has proven, hands-on learning can be successful.
Spring term is meant to be different, an entirely different kind, and a much more experiential kind of learning.
No decisions have been made yet, but faculty is working hard to find what changes need to be made in order for spring term to reach its required amount of classes. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Carson Bailey.
Many Latin American families are moving to Madison, Indiana. La Casa Amiga offers programs to help these families to adapt to the new community. Our reporter, Danielle Beaver, brings us information on the impact of the volunteering experience for Hanover students.
Many immigrant families move to Madison, Indiana and have trouble adapting to a new culture. La Casa Amiga aims to assist Latin American children and their families learn English and feel welcomed. This program functions as both a safe haven and a learning center for immigrant families. This past Saturday, for example, La Casa Amiga held a fundraiser dinner where the families cooked typical Latin American food for the community. Ileana Correa, a Spanish club member, is one of many Hanover College students that volunteer their time to help welcome these families.
It's been a really great experience, I think. You just get to know the people. It's just the struggle and seeing them adapt to this new culture that affects you.
Through volunteering, La Casa Amiga strives to raise culture awareness through cultivating human connections. With that in mind, Dr. Lauren Griffith requires students to volunteer in her anthropology classes.
I feel like students need to engage with the communities that we're talking about. Well, I think once you get to know somebody, you can identify with them as just a fellow human being who has the same concerns that you do, the same family problems that you have. And so I think it's just creating that human connection that helps them develop empathy. I hope that it causes them to at least think more critically about some of the issues that Latin Americans within the U.S. are facing. So issues of immigration, access to healthcare, education, all of the things that can be really difficult if you're living in a country where you weren't born.
Students found that volunteering can also be an inspiring experience for them.
They're great and they're trying their best, and it's just empowering.
This organization, founded by Dr. Shirley Klepfer, is always in need of more volunteers. For more information on La Casa Amiga, contact Dr. Shirley Klepfer, the Spanish Department, or the Anthropology Department. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Danielle Beaver.
Year where students are looking for new and interesting ways to spend their free time outdoors. Some of the activities students are doing in Happy Valley may surprise you. Cam Veach is taking us to Crow Falls today to show us how some students take May term to the next level.
Hanover College is home to over 600 acres of land and is rated the 14th most beautiful campus by the Princeton Review. Plenty of room for the unexpected to happen. Students have found a wide variety of ways to take advantage of Happy Valley's natural wonders.
I like to hike with friends. Every once in a while we'll bring beers and stuff, drink while we hike, climb waterfalls, maybe go kayaking a little bit in some of the creeks and on the river sometimes. So
I like to go down with some friends, drink some sodas, hang out, just get some bonfires going, something fun like that.
Crow Falls is my favorite falls because I think it's the most popular one on campus. I really think it's beautiful just because like the main waterfall, how it has like the natural forming rock that creates like the second waterfall, and when it freezes over, it creates like more of a it's something that you've never really seen before.
While some students see Happy Valley for its beauty, others see it for its adventure.
Heck yeah! To safely rappel down Crow Falls, we only need a couple pieces of equipment. First is a piece of webbing to tie around the tree. Second is a good rope that we can rappel with that'll be tied to the webbing. Third is a harness with a rappel device. And last but not least is a helmet.
It turns out there's a lot more to do in Happy Valley than some would expect. With waterfalls, hiking trails, and creeks, there's a wide variety of fun and interesting activities for students to do. All you have to do is explore. With Hanover Headlines, I'm Cameron Veach.
Thank you for watching Hanover Headlines.
That's all for this edition.